Hello there. Okay, we're doing this again. Hopefully things go a little smoother this time, but no, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna sit back, we're gonna relax, and we are going to just chill out and have a good time here. Anyways, let me jump on over there. There we go. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Maddie. Uh, I will go ahead. I know I answered the first two questions last night. I'll go ahead and answer them again since that stream has now been unlisted and probably will be deleted at the conclusion of this one for obvious reasons. Just, yeah. Okay. Checking Discord. Yeah. Well, I wrote this song for the Christian. You got to teach kids the Christian truth. I love it. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and answer the first two questions again since I already answered them before. But I'll go ahead and answer them again. As standard, on the ones that are on the video, I'm going to be answering them from oldest to newest. And at any point, if you wish to ask me a question in the YouTube chat here, you may do so, and I will get to it as quickly as I can. Hello, Mark. So let's get started. Ben Crouch had asked, do I want to do another custom series, or was the Bear Jack series too overwhelming? And then also World of Outlaws series. Bear Jack series was quite overwhelming for Silence, but I do imagine that season 2 will be slightly easier with returning teams and stuff, especially if I do like the same mod and I'm able to keep some of the same schemes, but that could get a little complicated when that does roll around. So I'm gonna have to let's have to wait and see on that. As far as the World of Outlaws series, it doesn't appeal to me all that much, but anything is possible down the road. You never know. You wanna reach those kids? Oh wow. Dang, that's actually some pretty good stuff already. Just seeing what Maddie's put in there. I know I kind of flew through the questions because I already answered it last night. I also answered this one already. Do I like TRN or the NOLOA better? Well, I own TRN, but the NOLOA is definitely bigger. It's a more, I guess you could say, more organized operation. So I can't really say if I like one better, but I like them both. What can I say? Hey, Ben. Rewind the stream just a few minutes here. I did actually answer your questions just now. All right. Now let's get into the good stuff, the stuff that I have not answered yet. Here we go. Hashtag TRN strong. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a good having TRN back, I gotta say. All right. And now let's get into the new stuff. Nikki, Dusty Owl. Do I think that I will ever do gameplays on a separate channel? I've had gameplays in my mind, like if I'm ever actually able to do them on this poor old laptop, which who knows how much time it has left. Surprised it hasn't blown up already. But let me just adjust that. There we go. That's more like it. If I do a Let's Play though, it will be on this channel. I think running another channel just for that would be a little counterproductive. So if I do any Let's Plays or gameplays or anything like that or streams of that nature, they will be on this channel because I've actually done it before. I uploaded myself playing Chapter 3 of Bendy and the Ink Machine, so yeah, there's that one. Oh my goodness. Happy Wheel streams may happen. It's certainly a possibility. And FNAF is still in the back of my mind because that was suggested to me by Nathan and some others. So that's still on the card as a possibility for the future. But of course, you have to purchase that, so that would be so yeah. That would probably be Sister Location though, but I don't know. We'll see. Because Sister Location, at least I'm somewhat familiar with. And yeah. Of course, the dreaded troll question from Velocity. How many questions can I ask, even though I said it right in the very video? So I responded with, "What is life?" And then he says, "Does life even exist, or is it a figment of our imagination?" I'll let you guys answer that question. Mark says, "Cabbage?" Question mark. My answer to that is yum. Chicken screen. Happy Wheels is overplayed, but it is amusing. Or maybe I stream myself playing Crush the Castle. Oh. I mean, the way I see it, this also kind of touches on another thing that I saw. But the way I see it, if whatever people want to post or whatever people want to do, that is entirely up to them. Uh, the YouTube is about just posting whatever you want to do, whatever's fun for you. Even if that's something that someone else is doing, if you enjoy it, as long as you're not specifically copying exactly what they're doing, but you're just kind of doing your own thing. Yeah, why not? Scream myself smoking weed for the first time. Yeah, because in Amish country, weed is everywhere. No, it isn't. Does life really exist, or is it a fig Newton? Or is it a is it a fig Newton? Oh, live stream dares? No, that's not happening. Maybe someday, but I don't plan on it. But anyways, continuing with the questions, at least on the video. Green MC, our buddy Michael. If someone obviously bought their way up to a certain major series in motorsport, but is immensely talented, should they be recognized as daddy's money or a potential legend? Um, well, I'm not much of a fan of like drivers who like just shell out money to get a good ride. But if they prove that they do have talent, then good on them. They've proved themselves, and I don't see any reason to bash on them beyond that. In all honesty, I'm going to look at Joey Logano as an example. I heard a lot of like, "Oh, Daddy's money got him to where he was," and all that stuff. But I think that he has proven himself to be a heck of a race car driver. He's won quite a few races. He's a good runner, and so I think that's a good example. Another example of maybe someone who bought their way up or just for the sake of money and isn't so hot. Sorry to any Cody Coughlin fans, but I would say that he is one because Coughlin, uh, even Kaz Grella, I think, kind of got in there. But I think that he was a pretty good driver in the Truck Series. Got whisked into the 24 now in the Xfinity Series, which is kind of a mid uh, mid realm thing. Yes, Ben, I'll get to your question. I'm going in order, and I know that question was already asked over there. So patience. They'll all forget they bought their way up. Yeah, true. Although some people still apparently haven't forgotten about Joey Logano because he still seems to be one of the more hated drivers. Well, aside from Denny Hamlin, probably now. Spencer Gallagher is an example you look at. Yeah, there's another one. Gallagher just he hasn't really been able to do much, at least in the Truck Series. I mean, he's shown some kind of surprisingly fair speed in the Xfinity Series now, but still not quite like winning worthy. So it's kind of a flip flop there. And me personally, I mean, maybe I did lose a little bit of respect for Denny Hamlin after that whole Twitter rant, but it's not like I really hate anyone. I will admit, Kyle Busch is my least favorite driver, but even then, if he wins, oh well, whatever. We move on, and all is good. Do I want to lick Cole Custer? No, ew. So yeah, that is my answer to that question. And now Diego with a total of 10 questions. Holy smokes! Actually, well, that's more like 11 or 12. So we're going to be here a while. So I'll try and get through these in a decent rate. So stay tuned. Question number one, a guy that I want to return to this community. Jack Cochran. Where has he gone? He apparently returned, but in all honesty, I think that was a fake Jack Cochran because he hasn't been on since, and he completely apparently forgot the fact that I even deleted my previous two channels, even though when he came back the first time, he knew about that. So, yeah. Hey, Joe, my man. Over sponsored. That's awesome, to be honest. That's awesome. I like the band that I performed, but my boy Jack Cochran, wherever you are, man, still want you around. Sorry if I seem kind of low energy. I'm still really tired. It has just been constant, nonstop. Something's been going on the last several days. Ben, I'll get to that question. Patience. I'm going in order from oldest to newest. So yeah. Best NR 2003 YouTuber, in my opinion, and most influential for my channel. I can't say that there's really a best because I think that everyone really is able to contribute something. They all have their special, unique, what's the word I'm looking for? Unique, say yourself. Yeah, I'm the greatest, and that is why I don't know why I am not bigger than Epiphan or even Joe. I don't know why. What is wrong with you people? No, I'm just kidding. We all have, I think everyone has something to give. Everyone is unique. But I will say that Napa Fan has definitely influenced me. It's actually influenced my commentating quite a bit. I try and aspire from him because I think that he's one of the best commenting. I just bit my lip there. Literally, I did. I would say that probably Napa Fan is probably the best commentator in the NR community. But Joe, another one who I look up to. TRL, which is Stuart Grattan. He does some pretty cool stuff, but yeah, I mean, but most influential, I would say probably Napa Fan and Joe. But as far as like just best NR YouTuber, can't really say because everyone has something unique to give. That's pretty cool to hear there, Michael. I will say, I mean, in like the realm of the NR community, I like to think of myself as kind of a kind of like middle of the road. I'm not the biggest, I'm not the smallest, but I could tell I'm definitely on the up and up, which I have to admit, whenever I think about it, is pretty humbling. And I do stop and think about it sometimes, and it's pretty amazing. Oh, I can't count out Elijah either. He's another pretty cool dude with his NR series. But anyways, still Diego's questions. Question number 3 from Diego: worst moment that happened to me in this community. God. Well, I think the 2 times I deleted my channel, that's going to be hard to beat. Although there's been so much stuff going down this year in 2018, so much has gone down that I can't even list it all. But I don't want to because I don't want to bring the mood down. We're here to relax and have fun. Literally everyone is growing faster than me. Well, that doesn't mean that. I mean, hey, we all have our kind of periods of stagnation. I know I did. So it's all good. You know what he said yesterday, but have you answered my question yet? I'm not rushing or anything. I actually did. I did already answer it. You can go back a little ways to try and find that. But yes, I did already answer your question. I'm going in order from oldest to newest, the way I see them on the video. But yeah, that I think me deleting my YouTube channels sucks, and I'm damn well not doing it again. Part of my French, but I'm not doing it. That is the dang plan. Question 4 from Diego. Good Lord. I did say you can ask as many as you wanted, and he took full advantage of that, which is fine. I enjoy talking about myself. Do I like how TRN is growing? Absolutely. like I just said a minute ago, it's pretty humbling actually, and I just to see kind of the influence that kind of the influence that I seem to have on some people now. I can definitely tell that I'm growing as an inner YouTuber, and I try not to get too cocky about it or think like, yeah, yeah, this is that's how it should be. No, I'm just sitting here thinking like I'm just trying to have fun with it. I'm trying to have fun with it, but there's been a lot of stuff overshadowing it as of late. But I'm having fun with it, and I can definitely tell that I'm a pretty good influence. I I guess I can definitely tell that I'm a pretty good influence. That's saying words that I didn't think about. I can definitely tell that I am an influence, and it's damn. Never thought, never would have thought, especially after some of the other stuff that I've done last year. I thought I would have lost all my respect by then. I've that person has completely changed. Do I like the cabbage meme? Kind of random. Uh, uh, I hope I tie Mr. Tom Dragster and sub one day, and maybe get him to go come with me at one point when I actually do the race. I'm happy to. Yeah, just yeah, definitely hope that you get that. And trust me, once you do, I think that you'll be in good shape. I mean, you're already in good shape right now. Like you could tell, you got people who like you, man. Referring to Nathan there, but yeah, we all got some good stuff that we can contribute. Hanes or Loom? Well, let's see. I'm wearing Hanes right now, so no, for real, I am. There's an answer you didn't want to know about. Uh, but I guess Hanes. I don't know. I'm not very picky when it comes to underwear. Uh, keeping up with it. NR 2003 is the best moment in my life. Well, you know, that's very the way that I look at that, and I don't look at it as the best part of my life. I look at it more as like my second life. I have my real life here, like I mean, like my home, my family, just real life in general. That's a separate life from, I guess you could say, my online life. Uh, so that's I would say that's how I would look at it. I wouldn't say that NR is really the best moment of my life. I think the best moment in my life right now, high school graduation. And now that I've gotten accepted into college, that's also a pretty big deal. So I would say those are probably some of the biggest moments there. But NR, it's cool, but I look at that as something completely separate, to be honest. What kind of shoes do I have? Let's see. These are. I'm wearing them right now. It's kind of contort myself. RBX. RBX shoes. Here I can actually. Let's see if I can do this. Here. There we go. I'm flexible, aren't I? But yep, there's my shoe. The advantages of being a stick. I'm pretty flexible. To be honest, Tom, I agree with you about the separate life, online and real world. Ain't that the truth? RBX, unless it's like some kind of a sub brand of like Adidas or something. But yeah, these are RDX or RBX. RBX, my bad. Yeah, RBX. What's what size shoe? I think 11. I think that doesn't even say. But yeah, I think I'm like an 11, something like that. Wow, Flex Sales RBX. But yeah, I agree with Michael there as well. Kind of a separate deal. So yeah. Anyways, as Maddie continues his rap, question 6. Uh, most conflictive guys on my channel. I think it's supposed to say like who starts the most fights. uh, no, I'm not gonna name names. I got respect for everyone, but I mean I will admit there are some that there are people that I can tell they. They've started more than others. I'll just say that, but I'm not naming names. That's not who I am. But there are some people. I will admit. My online life has started bleeding into reality. Anytime anyone says Nathan, I think Nathan's Stapleton, it really distracts me. That does happen to me too sometimes. I can absolutely admit that. I can admit that too. I try and keep the two separate, but I mean, real life obviously comes first for me, and this is just kind of I try and look at it as a hobby, but really it's become a bit of a job and a separate life almost. I don't look at it as a job anymore. Even I look at it as a completely separate life, and I try not to let the two merge together. I mean, they interlace together, and I try and keep that balance. I think if that makes sense. Am I the only one who knows about Rick Crawford? Yep. I think I know exactly what you mean. Like, didn't he like assault, like sexual assault or something like that? Something. Anyways, drivers that retired or drivers that will retire this season from NASCAR or get kicked from a ride. Goodness, that is impossible to say because I distinctly remember this. The very first Q&A I ever did, back when I did my old diecast series. Someone asked who I thought was the next driver to retire. I said Kurt Busch. And like 2 days after I posted that video, Carl Edwards steps out. So I completely whiffed on that one. I thought that Junior had more years than he did. I thought that Kenseth had more years than he did. Stewart, I wasn't really surprised about, but for this year, uh, I don't think Jimmy's going to retire yet. I definitely think his time is coming. It could be 2019 when he steps out of the 48. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be this year though. I don't know. Kurt's still showing speed. I think he'll stick around, or he'll get booted. I don't think he'll retire by will with Kurt Busch. Kevin Harvick got well, obvious. Yes, I know this whole window thing, but there's no denying he's still got talent. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Really hard to say. Matt DeMond doesn't have Spencer for Phoenix. Well now he does. The fans. Yeah, I think I heard he raised like 30 grand and stuff. So yeah, so that's cool. But anyways, um, excuse me. Sorry if I'm not able to like see some of the questions in the chat. They're kind of flying by, but I'm also looking at the video. If the NRLOA would want me back, would I accept? If Napa fan came to me and said, "Hey man, I would love to have you back in the NRLOA," oh boy, that I would have to think about that because TRN is definitely growing as it is. I'm putting I'm putting effort into it. I'm trying to make it as good as I'm trying to make it how I see fit and trying to make it as enjoyable for everyone as possible. So definitely putting some definitely writing well I said writing because I saw the word writing right there in the chat. Hey Viper Ghost, welcome. So yeah, I would have to genuinely think about that if I'm put in that situation. That would take some thought. It could be in both groups. Yeah, I mean Carter is in both the NRL. Well, he owns the NRL and the NRLOA, but then again, the NRL is kind of a branch off. TRN really isn't. It's its own separate entity. So I don't know. I would have to be put in that situation in order to answer the question for so. If you're yelling at me to not want, are you like I don't want the guy as a champion? I mean, if he wants a champion, I mean, I'm perfect. I am like dead neutral toward Joey Logano. I don't care. There are some drivers that I'm just like perfectly neutral toward. I don't care really how they do. Harvick, Logano, Kozlowski. To be honest, I watch NASCAR for good racing. And there are some drivers I'm just dead neutral toward. Oh, perfect, because he's in the chat. This question's perfect. Hey Joe, I hope you're still here. Question Question 9 from Diego. Am I considering having Joe Rutt as a TRN member? Well, Joe, what do you say to that? That would be at his discretion. If Joe is still here, I don't think he needs to join a league. I think he's good the way that he is. But hey, if he joined GRN, that'd be awesome. But hey, that's entirely up to him. Post a link to a good rap song. I'd actually rather not, because I'm trying to answer questions here. That would just kind of take away from things, because this is all about me. This is about me, not your stupid raps. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'd rather just leave it as it is. You can send it on Hangouts though. Oh man, but hey Joe, if you're ever interested in joining TRN, I would not be opposed. I'd gladly have him, but that's up to him. Oh my. Am I considering, and then question 10, am I considering leaving this community soon, like in a year and a half or so, or in a year? I don't want to leave it. I don't know how things are going to go once college rolls around, how much that's probably going to take out of me or not. So I don't have any plans of like leaving or anything. But I'm just kind of living as it is, and if there ever comes a time that I would need to like completely step away from the community, that would suck. But I would certainly try and let everyone know. And if that time comes, that time comes. I don't want it to come, and I don't think it's going to come yet. I mean, there's a lot going on, so who knows? There could come a time that I might need to at least take a break. I'm going to warn everyone about that now. So it's a possible break, a possible hiatus could be in the works. But yeah. Am I going to get a girlfriend in college? Probably not. I hope so. And to see what Joe said here, I've been saying that there were some perfect circumstances that made me not join the NOOL, so I'm staying independent for the near future. Perfectly respectable, man. I mean, hey, you're doing just fine as you are, so you are totally fine. What college? I'm not going to reveal that. I'm not going to reveal that on stream here, because I don't want people showing up at the college like to come and say hi to me, because that'd be a little creepy. It was a possibility of me doing it online, and I might still be able to, because the college I do go to does have that course, but I will be going to campus. But maybe manage some courses online as well. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. I see what you mean, man. Fully understandable. And then there's two other questions. For some reason, this is listed as 77. I don't know why. He says, thanks for being an honest guy. I'm glad to be in TRN. I try and be as honest as possible, try and be as equal as possible to everyone. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm just going to say this is not Penn State. It's a community college. That's all I'm going to say. Don't start trying to guess it. I'm not revealing it, because something tells me, because I know that Ben doesn't live that far from me. Man, I don't want to don't want people like randomly showing up there trying to meet me or something. That'd be kind of creepy. I'd gladly meet some people, but I mean, just like random, like, oh, hey, are you Top Dragster? Hi, I'm a big fan. I'm Ben Crouch. Oh. So how are things going after the stream with the situation yesterday? That's all settled down, at least. Thank goodness. And this is a really, really cool question here. And an extra question from Diego. And the last question from Diego is, would we possibly see a TRN versus NROL versus NRLOA versus NOFSRL? Oh, man, that would be cool. Well, that would be solely at the discretion of Carter, Napa fan, and also, Marty. Marty Sakala, I think that he's the runner of the NOFSRL. But oh my God, I'd hey, Napa fan and Marty and Carter, if you're hearing this, maybe someday I wouldn't be opposed to that, but that would be a huge operation to get going. But I would not be opposed to that. That would be cool. That would be cool. But my God, would that be something? Who knows? You never know. Anyways, so that's all of Diego's questions. Holy smokes, did he ask a lot? And we still got a good ways to go here. Still got a lot of questions. Which thank you everyone for asking all this stuff. No, I wouldn't because I'm poor and I would lose. All the ratings would be equal, obviously. I mean, that's how it always is for the NOLOA versus NOFSRL thing. It's always equal or equal opportunity. So I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could pull it off. But again, that would be solely at the discretion of Carter, Napa fan, and Marty. But if they approach me with it, I'm in. Anyways, Code Luigi has asked 3 questions here, starting with, if I could design a racetrack, what would it be like? Pretty bland when you really think about it. I've had kind of had a vision of a track kind of similar to Talladega in terms of length. It would be a plate track. It would definitely be a plate track, but it would be in the shape of like Auto Club Speedway in California. It would be a D-shaped super speedway instead of like a tri-oval. I think that could be kind of cool. That would keep. I think that'd be cool. So, and plus, I'm not very creative when it comes to like road courses or something. So, a comment that has a question. Absolutely, you may do that. I'll be sure to refresh the page then once you do that. But fire away. A D-shaped super speedway. Yep. I think that'd be cool. Question 2 from Code Luigi. What mod that hasn't been made yet would I like to see for NR 2003? There are so many mods out there that is really, really hard to say. I have no idea. There's not really any that don't exist that I would want to see because everything that I would possibly envision using already exists. So I think that would be my answer there. I'm just keeping it just by myself here. Double tri-oval super speedway. Double tri-oval super. Okay. I got what you're saying there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I have thought about that as well with what Michael's saying there. The track makers. I have actually thought about that and making my own track. I don't know how. I would have to look into how to use it, but that's been a thought in my mind before. And who knows? Maybe I'll revisit that thought. Oh my goodness! As Maddie continues his rapping, even though this is about me and not you. No, I'm just kidding. As there's Velocity with the ever so dreaded troll questions. I said in the video how many you can ask, so that clearly shows that you didn't watch the video. Haha, roasted. And the final question from Luigi: a favorite video game aside from anything obvious, such as NR 2003 or Doki Doki? In all honesty, I would. In all honesty, I don't even know if either of them would be my favorite per se. I don't know if Bendy is too obvious because Bendy and the Ink Machine, I would say, is a big one for me. But even if that's too obvious, I would say the Bendy and the Ink Machine is probably my favorite currently. But if that's too obvious, then I would say no. There's not many others that I play. I mean, I've played the Formula One games from Codemasters. 2013 and 14 are pretty good. 2013 was pretty good. I'm a casual Call of Duty fan as well. So, I guess aside from anything obvious, I would honestly say Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I'd say so. Restrictor plates in Michigan, that could work. It worked decently well at Indy. Who reads these questions? I don't know. No one. Good lordy. So yeah, if I had to choose one aside from NR, Doki Doki, or Bendy, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Bet you didn't expect that, but yeah, I'm a casual fan of Call of Duty. Now I've just gone. I've pretty much just resorted to watching Let's Plays of the new ones that come out every year. World War II looked all right. Definitely modernized. You could tell. Wasn't the most accurate thing, but it looked all right. That's my favorite meme at the moment. If you can count this as a meme, do you know the way? Show me the way. Or and it exploded. I'm not even reading, Maddie. What if we made Zen Joltis except 2 times smaller? So like a so like a square track. Huh, that'd be something. I'm not even reading what Maddie's saying. uh, the Samurai Diamond has asked 3 questions now. As we continue with this. Favorite paint scheme from the 2018 Daytona 500? That is a pretty tricky question because there was quite a few good ones. There were some kind of meh ones in there as well. But off the top of my head, I would say Chase Elliott's Napa scheme. That thing looked pretty dope. I would say that one. Question 2 from the Samurai. Which unexpected driver do I think will make the chase this year? Well, unexpected. I don't know if you could count Eric Jones as expected, but I'd say he'll probably make it. Oh, that's okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Now make it like a mile and a half perfect, a mile and a half long perfect square. There you go. There's a track. There's a track. It's called Indubitably. So yeah, I'd say I guess Eric Jones, if you count that as unexpected. And then and then who in my opinion is better, Joe Rudd or Napa fan? I don't have to answer this one. Well, this just goes back to the part that I think that they both have their own unique ways of going about things. Oh hey, Alex. First time I think I've seen you here, man. Good to see you. I think we're stopping by. We got ourselves a rap battle, boys. What's unexpected driver making chase this year? No one, because it's now no one, because it's now called the playoffs. It's true. Very true. Very true. But just back to the Napa fan versus Joe Rutt thing. I mean, they both have their own and they both have their own stuff that they contribute. I mean, Joe Rutt's commentary is always awesome to listen to. It's he has a very simple way of doing things. It's very simplistic, and I really like that, and he does it so well. But Napa fan, I mean, he puts in all the fancy graphics. He one of the best commentators that there is in the NR community. He edits them pretty good. So, but Joe is just the more simplistic guy, but he does it so well. So yeah, they both have so much that they contribute, and they are probably the two NR guys that I look up to and follow the most for Joe and Napa fan. And I'm happy to say that I've associate with them, and I've had them actually co-com with me before now. So it's dang cool. It's dang cool to have them both. But I can't really pick them one or the other as a favorite. What's my opinion of the NASCAR Mock Series moving to console, aka NASCAR Heat 2? Surprise! Meh. I don't really follow that much. Joe's signups are overcrowded. Well, there's not much he can do about that when he's that big. Not much you can do about that. So I think just saying that his series sucks solely on that, even though that's obviously a joke, I would imagine. I mean, yeah, someone said like this person's series sucks. Their signups fill up too fast. And I'm like, how does that make sense? How does that make their series suck? I'm confused. Carter has posted his comment, so I'll go ahead and refresh that. And then I will move to the next person who has asked. Let me just get to newest first. There we go. So those are the Samurai Jack's questions. Nathan has asked some questions here. Team Nathan versus Team Top special event. Maybe someday. Maybe that could happen. Maybe do a TRN versus some other. Maybe do Top versus Joe. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I think that could be cool to do with someone. Would be like kind of like what the NOLOA versus NOFSRL thing does. Maybe do that someday with someone. Maybe Joe or Nathan or forever. You're not joking. I'm getting there. Well, Mark, I already answered yours. You said cabbage, and I said yum. So yeah, I already answered that one. But Nikki, I mean, again, saying that someone's series sucks because of signups filling up, or someone's series sucks because signups fill up too fast. That's strange. And it's logic that I don't fully understand. My money's on Nathan. Oh, hi, Brandon. Did you? Maybe you did. You didn't. You can ask him if you want. It's not too late. Pornhub? Question mark. What is Pornhub? What is this? What is this porn that you speak of? No, I'm just kidding. It's Pornhub. I don't know. Who are the top three Crash compilation, or I'll say montage makers besides myself? Viper Ghost. I'd say Viper Ghost is probably one of the best. Nathan, you do pretty darn good. Sean is awesome with what he does. MNAN has done some really good ones. So I think picking a top three. And then also someone who I think is not well known, who I have actually looked up to as well a lot in the montage making community, and that is someone by the name of Crash Carnage Vids. All one word. His clips aren't specifically synced up, but they're just so cinematic and so well put together that I actually really aspired from him for a while. Mr. Cowbush, Wonder Bad Like Scott. Those are more. Those aren't the Crash compilations that I'm thinking of. The Crash comps with like music, and like the clips are synced to the music. That's kind of more the ones that I'm thinking of. But Mr. Cowbush one, I do watch his stuff, and actually I've used his footage in some of my videos. So does JMCM's or Jason's stuff. Bad Like Scott. I use their clips sometimes. I will admit that. So shout out to you guys. You guys do a good job. But as far as the Crash comp makers, like with music, top three, I can't really pick specifically. I guess if I had a gun held to my head and I had to, I would say Viper Ghost, Sean, and Crash Carnage Vids. But there are so many others that do such a fantastic job. Zero hang hands whenever you want to, if you want the truth. Anyways, overrate races, I assume. Well, I don't know. We'll have to. I'm just gonna say this, Nathan. I don't think that is something that we might do in the short term, to be honest, because of everything that's going on and what I've got going on. So, yeah. Hey, Michael's still here. But yeah, I mean, down the road, that like TRN versus someone series. But for now, my hands are already pretty full. Final question from Nathan. Predictions for the TRN J-Ducks Martinsville race this Saturday. It is going to be crazy, and I'm just hoping that we're all able to keep level heads. I'm going in there thinking, yep, I'm going to do my best to have a level-headed race. I think we'll have fun. I'm actually really excited for it. This is Keegan Thompson, who's asked a couple questions here. Best scheme in Atlanta. I didn't really pay enough attention, to be honest. I did not pay enough attention to really give an accurate answer there. And how will you do in the J-Docs? That remains to be seen. But I'm looking forward to seeing how you do. Always love having new racers in that. Checking back here. Don't do drugs if you don't want to be a thug. Yeah, true. Ben Crouch asked, where do I work? You're looking at it. This is pretty much my job, is NR right now, but I've been accepted to college, so with any luck, I'll be getting a job somewhere in the IT field, somewhere down the road. But for right now, paying-wise, unemployed. Mantron24 with a few questions here. Quite a few here. First question, am I gay? No. I am not gay. Pick 3 YouTube buddies that I want to meet up with in real life. Oh, good Lord. Well, Mantron, Nathan, and Brandon. I think would be my top 3, to be honest. But the list is gigantic of people that I would love to meet someday. Mark, Sean, Carter, Velocity. An absolutely gigantic list. And I mean, really, I wouldn't be opposed to meeting anyone in real life. I mean, unless it's like forced, like someone said, like, let's meet up right here at this time. Do it or I'm gonna kill you. But yeah, I guess that would be my top 3. But really, I don't know. Most embarrassing moment of my life? Deleting a YouTube channel. Probably. I mean, we've all had embarrassing moments. Am I a fan of nuts? Nah, I'm not a fan of nuts. That's an inside joke. Least favorite number? I don't know. 420? I don't know. Funniest moment of my life? Golly, there's been too many. Too many to narrow it down to one. I would have to sit and think for about 30 minutes. Nathan has an idea. Okay. Go ahead and pitch this idea that you got. You can pitch it in the chat or in Hangouts, and I can look at that afterward. I'm trying not to make this go too long, so I'm going to keep going here. Favorite NR 2003 series I've done so far? Well, the Barrett-Jackson series has proven to be pretty rewarding, but in all honesty, I think some of the most fun that I have has proven to be with the NCCS. And that's why it's coming back for a 3rd season, and then also the Grand Nationals. Which I do hope that, like, if I continue NR for an extended period, that the NCCS is going to be the main thing that I continue, because I think it's kind of unique. Will include some car sets that you don't really see too often. So yeah, I think it's just something cool, and I really do enjoy running those Gen 4 cars. Yeah, the PDNC. Well, it was what got me off the ground, so I got respect for the PDNC, but oh boy, was that weird. So that was Mantron's questions. Joe Rutt, my man. I am put in charge of NASCAR for one day, and I'm allowed to change one thing. What would it be? For example, I could change the point system, the cars, the schedule, certain rules, etc. There would be a few things I would change. I mean, in all honesty, I think it would have to do with the cars. I think the racing was better. I think the racing's better with better handling race cars. I know that the drivers kept saying, like, oh, come on, we want to be skating around the track more and whatever. I think that that's made the racing a little more Like I think how the cars were in like 2013, 2014, 2015 even. Uh, well, maybe by 15 was when we started to see the drop off a little bit. But I do think that we had seen some uh, better racing at the time. I mean, granted, I've only been really a dedicated NASCAR fan since 2012. Uh, so I think that that's probably the thing that I would change. I would bring back kind of how the cars would handle and how the cars would race, like at the very beginning of the Gen 6 era. I think the racing was slightly better at the time. Uh, dang it, Maddie. Chatty Manny has asked the question, which porn star is the best? And answer honestly. I can't even name one. I got a few more questions here. Can I search up? This is Zach Ryan. I like the hedgehog. Has asked, can I search up cream pie on Google and go to images? No, not happening. Viper Ghost, can I ask questions during the stream? Yes. Yes, you may. Anyone can still ask questions here. Porn is overrated. Oh, Lordy. And now we've entered Carter's 7 questions, which will wrap it up for these comments, unless anyone else leaves a comment or asks any questions in the chat. Questions from Carter. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet, and would it explode? On a scale of 1 to 10, what is my favorite color of the alphabet, and would it explode? The answer to that question is grass. That's the answer to that question. I don't know. Random words. Question 2. If I could, or if I could design good paint schemes, I mean, a mod, what would I make it? I have no experience in that realm. I have no clue. I have literally no idea. I think the thing that I would mainly do is that I would fix like with the 2011 nationwide mod. I would gladly try and fix the damage glitch on that, because the problem with that, and also the Gen 6 BR15 thing, is that whenever some other cars get into a crash, sometimes the cars that aren't in a crash show that they have damage for some reason. It's just a visual thing. Doesn't actually affect their performance, but it is kind of annoying. It makes you think, wait a minute, is that car damaged? How's it still going? When in reality, it isn't. PNC car set. Oh lordy. I will admit, I am pretty happy with how the Bear Jackson car set came out. And I still can't thank TJ Hanley, Code Luigi, enough for helping out with that. And then some other people who made some schemes for that. Thank you guys so much. DMRN XS162. I'm actually not familiar with what mod that is. Oh, would that be NASCAR Xfinity Series? Yeah, that's true. I don't even have that mod. I have the 15 and I have the 17 of the Xfinity Series. I don't have 16. What does my ass look like? Please don't show. Well, it's again, pardon my French, but I mean it's my gluteus maximus. It's my glutes. I nothing special about it. Oh dear. How many subscribers do I think I'll have by the end of 2018? Hopefully less than Carter. I don't know. I don't know. I do honest. I mean, I'm not trying. I don't want to toot my own horn here. I do think that we'll hit 200. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't want to choose a number because I'm just gonna see how things go. Who knows? Who knows? I heard it's my boobs. Glutes. That's the glutes. That's like the medical terminology for your butt cheeks, I think. Oh dear. Anyways, checking to make sure my camera's still working okay. All right, continuing here. Just got a few more to go here. Favorite Steven Universe episode? Oh, yay! A Steven Universe question. um, good one. I don't know. That's a that's a bit of a tough one. Take my hat off. I have before. Nothing special. I mean, I'm just kind of. I mean, it's become a staple of mine. I don't think I'm hiding anything, although I will admit I am way overdue for a haircut and I desperately need one. Besides, I think I look like a bit of a nerd with this haircut, but it's how I like it. But staple of me and my character, staple of Top Dragster, and the real life person, Andrew, is the Maple Grove hat, and always will be. This thing used to be black at one point. Now it's brown because of how much use it's gotten. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. But uh uh Drift T-Rex. Um I don't know what I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Sorry. Keep hat on. Exactly. But I do welcome you to the channel. Here I can maybe throw into a translator. But I would prefer English. Not that I'm like English only or anything like that. It's just like, well, I'm not very language diverse and I can't really read it very well. I am going to go ahead and throw in here to see what that says really quickly. Do pardon the interruption. Let's see if it actually comes out properly. Hello, I need a person who speaks Japanese so I can smash. Oh. Wow. That's pretty funny. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, I would prefer English just so that I can kind of read it because I'm not very language diverse. I can't read the languages for crap, but I do thank you. Oh man. Here's your real last name. Top exploded. I'm not revealing my real last name. Some people do actually know it. I'd rather not be revealed. Not for like because I'm a criminal or something. Just yeah. But anyways, back to the question of the Steven Universe episode. Goodness me, that is a tough one. If I had to take a guess, it would probably. A good dang question right there. I guess Jailbreak, which would have been the conclusion of the first season, I believe, or the start of the second season. I forget. But I think that would be Jailbreak. I think either that or that one episode, which I can't think of the name of. But yeah. Top versus Nappa versus Carter versus Joe versus Seth Cole versus Elijah versus Ronnie versus Michael special event. Jesus Christ! That's a lot. Season 1 finale. Oh, okay. Wait, how do you know that? You watch Steven Universe too? Sweet. But yeah, that Jailbreak would probably be the first one that I would think of as being one of the best, in my opinion. But not to say that there's some other damn awesome ones as well. I need to see some more. There's actually a lot that I haven't seen. 2 questions to go. Favorite paint scheme that I've made for NR 2003. Goodness me, that might. Oh boy, I would have to think through them. I think the first one that would come to my head is actually the scheme that I ran online in the OMRA online league. I made a number 86 Chevy SS NTT data car, which I based loosely off of Brendan Poole's scheme, which I do like that scheme. So Yeah, I think that one came up pretty nicely. Actually, I think what I can do is I can pull up a render of it and just show it here really quickly. There's been some other ones that I've made that I have been really proud of. In all honesty, one of them is actually going to be in the Chick-fil-A Cup series this season. But here, I'm going to pull it up, see if I can find it first. Surely it's in here. There it is. So I can actually share my screen here. Give me a second. For that to show up. There we go. Share screen. There we go. View. Screen share reception. And there it is. I ran this for a good while in my online career in the one series. Pretty happy with it. I'm really proud of how that came out. So that's the first one that jumps to my mind. However, another one would actually probably be this one. Let's say Throwback, which will run in Napa Fans Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And I'm just so proud of what I was able to do with this. I didn't think that I could really pull it off. But then when I rendered it, I'm like, holy smokes, check that out. So I would say that would actually be a toss-up. Oh, actually, and then there's a third, which is also a throwback in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. This is for Derek Hamill's team, number 22. And again, I think it just all balanced each. I think it balanced each other, or it balanced itself out so perfectly. So I would say those are probably some of my favorites that I've ever painted in NR. If my camera to come back on there, there we go. See what the chat's saying. Marty Robbins 42. I actually didn't render that. I don't have NR open right now. Sorry. Reaction to the 8-way battle. Oh. 54. Yeah, the 54 looked excellent as well, along with the 83. But I just think the 22 balanced itself out so perfectly. It was amazing. But yeah, the Marty Robbins car, I mean, I'm pretty proud of how that came out. That was when there was the Music Artist Cup Series. I mean, there's some schemes in there that I'm pretty happy with as well. But still, I think the three that I showed there, I'm the most happy with. But the 86, I put so much effort into that, all because I was the one driving it. But yeah. Anyways, so that's that question answered. And the final question from the video. Favorite NR 2003 race that I haven't won, but favorite NR 2003 race. I'm going to narrow this down to someone else's channel, and oh my goodness, I've seen so many that picking one is going to be quite the task. In all honesty, I think that Carter's championship race with the Home Depot Truck Series was pretty dang awesome. That was exciting as heck. That was amazing. Yeah, that. Top online race. I've hung up my helmet in the online realm of that. That's just not for me anymore. I know, you still want me to race, but it's not me anymore. Oh, online. Oh. I thought when you said that it was like, Top, there's an online race. Why aren't you racing in it? I thought that was what he meant. My bad. Favorite online race that I didn't. Yeah. Well, hard one. I don't know. In all honesty, possibly OMRA at Las Vegas, because I had pretty good speed that race. I was running ninth out of like 20 something cars, or maybe like, yeah, about 20 cars. And which in leagues like that, that's pretty good for someone like me. I was keeping up with the lead pack in the entire first stint. I came out of the pits ahead of William Goss, I believe. I did spin out coming into the pits on my second green flag run, and then did spin on the final lap because of a lag issue. I got tagged. But in all honesty, I actually had a lot of fun that race. And then also it was team room, so I didn't hear anyone whining. So that, yeah, I would honestly boil that down to probably my most enjoyable race. Even more enjoyable than the one that I did win, because that had a lot of drama behind it. In all honesty, I was considering leaving that race. Glad I didn't. But yeah, online wise, I would say that was my favorite. I could still answer, like, I could still maybe try and narrow it down to an offline one. I think the most exciting race that I've ever done on my channel, because I can remember these a lot better, uh, just like most entertaining for myself to watch, because whenever I do races, I'm just as much of a spectator as everyone else. So I enjoy watching them myself. Um, and in all honesty, that would probably be the season 2 Castrol IndyCar Series race at Dover. That was unbelievable. That finish, that was insane. That race was excellent from start to finish. I would say, in terms of maybe my races, that might actually be the most memorable, and the most and probably my favorite that I've done. So yeah, that is all the questions from that video. I'm going to go ahead and refresh, make sure no one else posted anything. If anyone else has any other questions in this chat here, feel free to ask away as we reach 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. Did I read Mantron's questions yet? Yes, I did. I answered them all. You can go back and watch that then. But yeah, I think that's all the ones on there. If no one else has any questions on here, I'll probably wrap this up here in a moment. I do enjoy doing these, and I'll definitely, well, maybe a good ways down the road, I'll probably do another one. I enjoy these. I enjoy just sitting back, chilling out. This was nice. And Nathan saying that there was some breaking news. What you got? How are the questions meaning to me? Well, I know that some of them were just kind of inside jokes, and the others just kind of, I mean, I just answered them how I saw fit. There you go. Any other questions before I wrap this up? No, I didn't. Did I get an erection while reading your questions? No, I didn't. Oh boy. Eldor is going to be in all 3 series. I'll have to talk to you about that. Am I your dad? Well, if it's logically possible for me to have a child when I was 2.5 years old, I suppose. Am I Rick Crawford's son? I hope not. Uh, no, I'm not. I know that for a fact. Does my crap stink? If your crap doesn't stink, there's probably something wrong with you. Oh, Lord, we've entered the weird realm of questions. That's all good, though. We're just having fun. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. What I may do, maybe in the near future, is maybe do another Q&A, but maybe make it solely dedicated to like my montages or something, because that's something that I really do care a lot about. And yeah, maybe just have an opportunity to talk about that a bit. So maybe that'll be a future idea. What's a Woody? Nathan just answered that question for you. 10:04. You're on the East Coast, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. A girl that I secretly love. Well, I mean, I don't know exactly how you classify it. Well, yeah, it's Nathan. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe it's kind of private though. Anyways, haircut. Yeah, it's needed. Trust me. But well, you won't see it too much because Maple Grove hat, or the rare occasion that maybe you'll see my Conestoga Country Club hat, or I got another hat recently. But this will always be my trademark. Is water wet? Actually, no. It makes things wet. I was corrected about that when I was annoyed. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you everyone for watching this Q&A. I enjoyed this very much. However, this did put me behind a race, so expect a double header tomorrow night. Barrett Jackson and Powerade races will be taking place tomorrow night, and then once I am certain, well, okay, Matron, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I said like as logic, like when I think I said something along the lines of like, this happened. In other news, water's wet, and then literally, I had like 4 or 5 people go after me saying that no, it's not. So just to not annoy them. That's why I said that. So yeah, but literally that happened. I said in other news, water's wet because I was annoyed and was just kind of trying to show like a logic thing, and then instead of instead of people going like, "Oh, I get it," then they instead went after me saying, "No, it isn't." So yeah, I'm sorry. Just looking back on that, that kind of annoys me. I think water's wet though because there's water. But if you want to get politically correct, I guess it isn't. I don't know. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. Doubleheader tomorrow, Bear Jackson and Powerade races, and then I was going to say possibly sign-ups for the NCCS and Grant Nationals might be this weekend, but I'm not certain on that. But I do have a date and time in mind. Once I confirm that, I will gladly make a video about it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for Bear Jackson series from Michigan. 2 races to go before the Chase and Natch, and then also Powerade series from, I think, North Wilkesboro. See y'all then. Have a good one. Take care. And bye for now. Whoops. There we go. Bye for now.